And the winner of the 1980 Mr. Olympia is Iron Mike Mentzer. My God, this is absolute madness. The arena here in Sydney is completely exploding. Mike Mentzer has done the impossible. He straight up destroyed the great Arnold Schwarzenegger. The man of science has just shattered the old empire of bodybuilding into dust.
The camera flashes inside the Sydney Opera House in October 1980 permanently altered the trajectory of global bodybuilding. In our reality, this tournament became the ultimate symbol of a judging conspiracy, where Arnold Schwarzenegger, far from his best condition, took his 7th Sandow Trophy, forcing a devastated Mike Mentzer to leave the competitive stage forever at age 29. But what if the judges had been honest and victory was given to the completely shredded, massive, and mentally monolithic Mentzer? This win would have instantly turned the golden era industry upside down. Mike does not break psychologically. His mind does not sink into a multi-year depression, amphetamine addiction, and existential crisis that eventually destroyed his health and led to his premature death. Instead, Mentzer becomes the official face and chief ideologue of the International Federation of Bodybuilding. His triumph at the 1980 Olympia breaks Arnold's monopoly and completely obliterates the old training paradigm. Joe Weider's entire empire, built on selling multi-volume magazines with endless grueling programs demanding 20 to 30 sets per muscle group 6 days a week, is instantly recognized as inefficient. Why spend 4 hours a day in the gym if a guy who trains twice a week for 40 minutes takes the main title on Earth? Mike Mentzer, with his phenomenal intellect, philosophical approach, and perfect articulation, becomes the main prophet of a new era. His scientifically backed heavy-duty system, based on ultra-high intensity, low volume, and maximum recovery time, is recognized as the only true path to hypertrophy. Mentzer transforms into an invincible dominant force. Possessing the perfect combination of genetic muscle density and a deep understanding of physiology, he holds the Mr. Olympia title for the next 8 years, setting a record of 9 consecutive defenses. He completely eclipses the Lee Haney era before it even begins, becoming the greatest, most marketable, and authoritative bodybuilder in human history, whose opinions are valued higher than sports institutions. Mike proves to the world that muscles are built not by slavish, exhausting labor, but by surgically precise, scientific calculation. Mentzer's victory in 1980 triggers a massive chain reaction in every gym across the planet, completely restructuring athlete preparation a decade earlier than Dorian Yates did in real history. The fashion for exhausting, high-repetition pumping is recognized as a relic of the past. Great athletes of the 80s, such as Tom Plotz, Lee Haney, Rich Gaspari, and Muhammad Makawi, are forced to completely rebuild their biology under the dictatorship of heavy duty to have even a ghost of a chance to compete with the monolithic champion. Gyms fill with the sounds of extreme weights and wild screams. Now, a bodybuilder's workout is not a beach posing session with light dumbbells for a pump, but a heavy, controlled stress where every single set is executed to absolute true muscular failure using forced and negative repetitions. Athletes begin to grow at a frightening speed because their central nervous system no longer burns out from chronic overtraining, but receives adequate, deep rest for supercompensation. This shift completely changes the visual aesthetics of bodybuilding. Instead of smooth, rounded, classical silhouettes, athletes step onto the podium with incredible, razor-sharp separation, extreme density, and muscle striations achieved exclusively by deeply recruiting high-threshold motor units through work with sub-maximal weights. The fitness equipment industry experiences an explosive boom. Arthur Jones's Nautilus machines, providing the ideal resistance curve under high-intensity conditions, displace regular barbells and fill every fitness club from California to Tokyo. But the most important change occurs in medicine and pharmacology, because training under Mentzer's system requires colossal mental concentration and the ability to endure extreme pain in a single working set. The focus shifts from abusing massive doses of anabolic steroids to developing cognitive functions, the mind-muscle connection, and nootropic support for the nervous system. Bodybuilders stop being just massive pieces of meat. They turn into highly intellectual sports engineers who calculate the micro-periodization of their load with a stopwatch and a training diary. The entire world understands bodybuilding is not a genetic lottery, but pure mathematics of destruction and repair of muscle fibers. By the end of the 20th century, the world in which Mike Mentzer won in 1980 looks completely different. Bodybuilding emerges from the marginal underground and basement hardcore gyms, attaining the status of an elite scientific discipline. Mike himself, having left the stage undefeated at the end of the 80s, founds the World Institute of Heavy Training. His books on objectivist philosophy, integrated into the methodology of physical development, are translated into dozens of languages and become mandatory reading for top managers, scientists, and military elites. The mentality of calluses on the mind and pragmatic discipline, which Mentzer preached through the lens of Ayn Rand's works, forms a new generation of people. Society permanently abandons the idea that to achieve success, you must blindly and systematically work 14 hours a day. Mentzer's concept, maximum results with minimum necessary energy expenditure through peak intensity, becomes the main slogan of the global economy, time management, and biohacking. Young athletes of the 90s, including Dorian Yates, enter an already finished, perfect system. Yates no longer needs to intuitively grope for the heavy-duty methodology in the damp gyms of Birmingham. He trains according to the direct textbooks of the great master Mentzer, pushing human body mass to previously unseen proportions without the joint injuries and tendon tears that plagued him in our reality due to errors in periodization. The life expectancy and health of bodybuilders increase significantly, as adequate rest periods between loads keep their endocrine and cardiovascular systems in perfect tone. Mike Mentzer lives to a ripe old age, remaining in flawless physical and mental shape as the chief patriarch of world fitness. His triumph in 1980 proved that one honest judging verdict can save not only the life of one genius, but also protect millions of people from meaningless, exhausting, and destructive work. This alternative world is a utopia of the iron mind, where intelligence permanently defeated blind, thoughtless fanaticism, and bodybuilding became the highest form of human willpower and the triumph of pure science over chaos.